It is important to note that there are laws in place to protect our students' privacy when using technological tools in the classroom or school library. COPPA, SIPA, and Education Law 2D are three pieces of legislation that are particularly relevant to our work with children. The Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, or COPPA, took effect in 2000. It aims to protect the privacy of children under the age of 13 who use online tools by requesting parental consent to collect and use the personal information of these users. Personal information can include a user's name, address, or social security number, among many other pieces of information. The Act was passed in response to companies who use tactics targeting children to collect such information without the consent of a parent or guardian. COPPA applies to any website or online program geared toward users under 13, not just ones used in school. However, as an educator, it is important for you to understand that ed tech tools designed for this age group are bound by COPPA, and the companies must obtain parental consent if any personal information is to be collected. Since COPPA only applies to children under 13, many 7th and 8th graders are no longer technically covered by this act. However, there are other privacy laws that are applicable to students 13 and over. For example, the Children's Internet Protection Act, or CIPA, applies specifically to libraries that receive discounted internet access through the E-rate program, which includes school libraries in New York State. The act was passed in 2001 and is meant to restrict minors' access to potentially harmful information. In order to continue receiving the E-rate discount, libraries must take steps to implement an internet safety policy, which includes the blocking and filtering of information that is pornographic, obscene, or otherwise harmful to children. Since this applies to our school, we have said filter in place, as you may be well aware. Anyone accessing the internet through the school network will have harmful content restricted. Finally, the most recently passed legislation coming into effect in 2014 is New York State Education Law 2D. This is geared explicitly towards student use of technology in the K-12 school setting and limits the collection and use of student data. Many schools are still doing the work required to become fully compliant with this law, and many third-party vendors that contract with schools are making changes to become compliant as well. Vendors must refrain from selling or using data for marketing purposes, and schools must develop a parent's bill of rights that makes it very transparent to parents and guardians how their children's data will be used. This Bill of Rights must also outline actions parents can take should a data breach occur. In your instruction, please remember to use tech tools that are 2D compliant and that have a contract in place with our district.
Created using Powtoon.